So in our last sessions, what we learned is how to create a procedure, a simple procedure, how to create it, and then we learned another concept on how to return a table as an output for a procedure. And in our next session, we learned about how to insert data into a database table from procedure. Okay, so how to, this one like reading data from one table and inserting the data into another table, database table. Okay, these three scenarios we covered so far. So now today we are going to cover one more topic where we are going to learn about for loop. Okay, in a procedure, how to use looping concepts, we are going to use it. So the example what I am going to taking here is nothing but, so I am trying to generate new records in my procedure and updating those new records into a database table. So while to generate these new records in my procedure, I am using for loop statement. So here we can learn two things: how to create, how to use for loop in a procedure. We are going to learn, and we are going to learn about few more string functions and all. We are going to learn in this example. Okay, so let's create this example in our system to understand better. So the scenario, like the example. So first let me explain about the example, what we are going to create now. And after understanding it's, it's something theoretically, then we will create it on the system by writing the code. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, like my example will take one input parameter and generate records in the procedure and update the records into the database table. Okay, so what is the input? What is my input to the procedure? My input to the procedure is year. Okay, calendar year number like 2021, 2022, like this. Any one year I will provide input as a as an input as an input to my, what I can say, to my procedure. Okay. 1 second, sorry. So next, so what is my procedure is going to, what is my table? So what I said, in my procedure, I am writing a logic to generate records and update them in the database table. So what is my database table and its structure? So my database table contains the structure as year number, okay, and month, a 2-digit month number, okay, and then cal month, or yeah, cal month. Cal month is nothing but combination of year and month here. Cal month, combination of year and month, and fiscal period, combination of fiscal period like year and month, and fisc per 3. Fisc per 3. It means only month number, period number. Actually, we shouldn't call it here as month, period number. Okay, so these are my columns in my table. So based upon the year number, I need to generate records into my table. So how many records will be generated? Because in a year we have 12 months, so I am going to generate 12 records in this. For each year I am going to generate 12 records in my table, like this: 2021, okay, and the calendar year month, when I say calendar year month, 2021 01, 2021 02, like this I will populate this column for 12 months, and fiscal period is nothing but 2021 001. So what is the difference between month, calendar month, and fiscal period? Period contains 3-digit month number, period number, okay, but cal month contains only 2-digit month number. So that is the difference in terms of technical here. um, so this is the fiscal period I need to populate, and then and fiscal period I need to populate in this way. But as I said here, it's of 3-digit number. The format says custom special, custom, it's a 3-digit number. And this is a 2-digit number. So I want in this way only, okay? That's the reason I'm formatting my cell also to satisfy that scenario. So based upon 1 year input, I am going to generate 12 records in my table. So now let's see how I can write this kind of a code in the procedure. Okay, I'm logging into my HANA Studio. So initially we go to the Systems tab and then open our HANA database connection to our system, and then go to Repositories tab, expand our DB, expand our default schema here, repository, and then I'm going to my catalog page. So which catalog I'm going to use is h_anita. So this is my catalog, package. Sorry, this is my package I'm going to use. And here I am going to create my procedure. Okay, so right click, go to new, other, procedure, stored procedure, click on next. I'm selecting my package, and I'm giving name as proc_test5, and I'm going to save it under HANA user schema. Okay, so I'm clicking on finish button. So by default it came. So as per our example, I have to provide one input parameter variable. So in parameter, in variable v_year, okay, variable for to provide the year input. So year input of type varchar 4, because year is of 4 characters. I'm defining my input variable of type varchar and length 4. Next. So then, since I am trying to update data in a database table, I need to comment out this reads SQL data and bring this as statement to the next line. And default schema, I'm updating to my own schema, HANA user. Okay. Now in between this begin and end, we are going to write our code. Okay. So first of all, how I am going to implement this code. Let's have some oral, discussion on how to implement this. So for each year, I need to generate 12 records. I know I need to generate only 12 records because there are 12 months in a year. So means I need to write a for loop condition because I need to generate 12 records. I don't want to hard code anything. So I am using for loop statement in my HANA in my procedure, and from looping statement should start from 1 to 12. 12 times this loop has to process. That's why I need one looping condition which runs for 12 times. And for each time I am going to generate one record and insert into the database table. Okay, so to create this for loop statement, I need two parameters. One is a starting parameter, starting variable, which is from first month until 12 months. So what I am going to do, I am going to declare two variables, local variables. Okay, lv underscore from variable of type integer. In the same way, I am going to use lv underscore to variable of type integer. Sorry, semicolon. And next one is so to do the loop, I need lv underscore looping statement also, lv underscore loop to capture the runtime information, loop integer. So 3 integer parameters I am defining. Okay, so let me 1 second. Or else I have here also to code reference to see what have I written here. Okay, it's a simple code, it's not too big deal. So now I'm going to write the for statement. Okay, for loop condition. So what is for loop? For lv underscore loop. So this for LV underscore loop keyword, 1 minute, let me see the keyword one more time. LV loop only, right? V underscore loop. Okay, anything is fine. Local variable loop. So LV loop in LV from dot dot LV underscore 2. Okay, LV from dot dot LV to, 1 second. So this is the looping condition. Okay. So to create a for loop in our procedure, this is the syntax what we need to write. We need to write for statement. After that LV loop, which is nothing but it's a point. It's a running variable. Okay, where we store the current running value. Okay, and this value will change incrementally increase from value to value. It will, the incrementation will happen plus one every time. Okay, from what is from, so LV from LV underscore from starts from which value? Starts from one value and it's ends at 12. LV underscore to 12. So my loop begins at start one period month 1 and ends at month 12. Okay, so for this condition I am initializing my from variable and to variable with 1 and 12 values. And now this for loop will start from 1 and every time it increments 1 and it will till move it till to 12. After, when it is 12, then after executing the 12th loop iteration, then system will come out of it. Okay, so in between I am going to write my code. So what I am going to write my code, I need to generate a record in my database table. So to generate a record in my database table, I need to prepare an insert statement which inserts this record into my database table. So to prepare the insert statement, I need to derive the each column value. I need to here already available in one of the variable in my procedure. Year information is already available in my variable underscore v underscore year. But this month, cal month, fiscal period and fiscal period 3, all these values I need to derive in my for loop. Okay, based upon, so how I am going to derive one value here, based upon the looping condition, means from which value I am starting my loop condition, I am going to update this month information accordingly. So what I need is, now I am going to define few more variables here. So declare, so for each column in the database table I am defining one variable. So declare lv underscore month of type varchar 2. Okay, and for the this is for the second column, and for the third column lv underscore cal month varchar 6, because cal month will store year and month information. I am giving year 4 plus month to 6 digits for the cal month. And then I am going to define lv underscore fisper to store the physical period information. I am defining a variable which is of length 7, because year contains 4 characters and physical period number contains 3 characters, total 7 characters. And the last column in my table lv underscore fisper3, which contains varchar 3. And okay, so these are the 4 columns and plus one year column, 5 columns. That's it, right? 1 2 3 4 5. But have we, did we created this table to insert data into it? So we forgot to create the table, right? So let's create one table also first, because to write the insert statement and means we need to have one database table first. So where is our database table? I forgot to create it. So let's go to this tables. Okay, right click. We have filter on sales. Let me remove the filter and let's create one table. Okay, so what is my table name? Let's create new table. I am creating table graphically now, My table name is h underscore YTD. Okay. So year to date is my okay, because all the year information I am storing here. So h underscore YTD is my table name just for time being, and I'm adding my records. So what are my columns here? First column is year information, which is of length 4, and my second column is month information, which is of length 2 varchar, and my next column is cal month, which is of length 6. How I defined in procedure, same length I am giving here also. And the FISPER is my fourth column, which is of length 7, and my final column is FISPER 3 of length 3. And in this table I need to define key also. What is my key? In my table, year and month combination will make it as a unique record in my key. So I am defining these two as a key columns. So 1 2 3 4 5 columns defined. I am activating my table. Okay, so my table was created. So if I right click here, refresh my my tables folder, and then filter on this particular table name, filter h underscore YTD, enter. You see table was created, open content. Since there was no data, as of now you see nothing here in this table. Now using our procedure, we are going to update records into this table. Okay, so to store each information, I am giving in this way. So in between, now I need to generate my code. So between do and between do and end for, I am going to generate each column information. So first I need to generate my month column. So LV underscore month. So how to create LV underscore month? Remember, LV from using this using the value currently available in LV underscore loop, we are going to generate this month information. So when the loop begins, it begins from 1 and ends at 12. So when it begins from 1, then my LV loop contains number 1 value stored in it. So 1 is a integer value. Okay, so but for example, how to generate month information here? In my example, my month information is 1, but is it simple 1 or 0 1? So I need 0 1 here. Okay, now instead of storing 1, 1 is an integer, so definitely when it is storing into my table, it stores as 1 only instead of 0 1. So I need to prefix this 0 to the 1 whenever the simple logic here is whenever the month size of the month is single digit, then I need to prefix 0. When it comes to 10 number, then it is already the length of the number is 2, then I no need to prefix anything. Okay, so for all the numbers which are of a single digit, I need to prefix with 1 before storing into my table. So I need to how to achieve this kind of condition. So how to achieve is by using this left pad syntax, we can achieve this kind of scenario. So what exactly it does? What exactly it do is this lpad. Let me define here v instead of lv. Let's put lv, which makes synchronize. One minute. V underscore here only. Lv v underscore loop. No problem. Okay, fine. Nothing. So LV underscore loop. So what is happening here? I am using a statement called lpad. So what is lpad? If you are not aware of what is lpad, you can go to F1 help and check what is lpad function is. Left padding. Lpad means left padding. Pads the start of the string. You see, pads the start of the string with spaces to make a string specific number of characters in length. It means if you want to make any string to specific length, then you will use this left pad symbol. And either you can do left pad by prefixing with spaces, or by mentioning some constant value, you can prefix it. So small example. For example, you need a string of length 5 digit, and for example, you have 1 2 3 number. So how to make it 5 digit? By using this function, you are changing this to 00123, which is now the length is 5. So LPAD does the same thing. If any number which is of less number of characters, then to make it to the length, to make it to the length of string, then we use left pad. Okay, so I am using left pad function, and then here what is my LV loop represents the current one value, and whatever value is there in this LV loop, I need this LV loop length of 2 characters. Okay, and if it is not of 2 characters length, then prefix with 0. This statement is works in this way. Okay, so I am done with LV month. So next is LV cal month. So how to define, how to make it LV cal month? So LV cal month is a combination of year plus month. Year information already available in one of my variable v underscore year, and month information is already available in my one of the previous variable LV month. So what I need to do, I need to simply concatenate both. So LV underscore year. Now in HANA, in procedures, for the concatenation statement, we use pipe symbol. Okay, if we use double pipe symbol like this, it means nothing but concatenating this LV year with my LV underscore month information. That's it. It's so simple. Concatenating year and month will create my LV month value. Next, LV underscore fisc per. So what is the physical period? Physical period is a combination of month plus period information, sorry, year plus a period information, but my period information must be in 3 digit format. So what I need to do, so I'm going to create one more variable. No, first I am going to create update my physical period 3 information, then I will create physical period 3. So LV underscore physical period 3, which is nothing but my period information. So my period information is equal to the month information, but instead of 2 characters, my period information must be in 3 character length. So what I can do, I can use the same LPAD function, but instead of length 2 here, I am mentioning it as 3. That's it. Now how to derive physical period? Is equal to LPAD, physical period is equal to concatenation of V underscore year, double pipe symbol, LV underscore fisc per 3. By doing this, I am concatenating year and the period 3 information, which together forms my physical period information. So I am done with deriving all the columns information in a row. Now finally what I need to do, I need to write simple insert statement. Insert into my table name. Okay, my table name, values, and pass the respective values. V underscore year is the first column, LV underscore month is my second column, LV underscore fisc per is my third column. No, sorry, cal month, right? LV underscore cal month is my third column, LV underscore fisc per is my fourth column, fifth column is LV underscore fisc per 3. That's it. So in this way, I am done with inserting each column information into my, I prepared my each row, and writing this insert statement will directly update my database table for this particular one. That's it. So let's click on activate button. So you see it activates successfully by having this green black color. Now I am going to execute this procedure to see how it is working. To execute the procedure, I need to go to SQL command prompt, and then under procedures, now we can see our procedure information. So go here. So what is my procedure name? My procedure name starts with right here somewhere. Test procedure test file. So to call the procedure, just write call statement, call procedure number name, drag and drop, and pass. I need to pass year as an input 2021, and then execute this one. If it executes, you see successfully executed, rows affected 12. Now if I go to my database table, and refresh my database table, I am seeing 12 records. You see, year information correctly came, month also came 2-digit number, cal month came year and month information, fiscal period also combination of year and the fiscal period information. So my database table updated properly. So if I execute it for one more year, 2022. So like this, whenever we need, just simply by executing this procedure for the year, you can generate the corresponding whole year information in this table. Okay, that's all. So this is about the example how to generate new records in a, we are generating new records in a procedure and updating them into the database table. Okay, that's what the scenario we covered. In this scenario, we mainly learned about how to use for loop here in a procedure. How to use for loop in a procedure while creating new records, generating new records. Based upon your scenario, you can use it as required. That's it. So I'm stopping my recording.